Well, hi, Miss Katie. How are you doing? Thanks for joining my live stream. It's greatly appreciated, as always. Oh, dinner tonight? I'm not going to be able to show much of that because I'm grilling. Been saving up for a week or two now. Ended up getting some really good steaks because today is, I mean, it's just another day, but it's today's my birthday and it's my birthday dinner, so it's a little special. Don't do it very often, just on special occasions. So, well, thank you. Oh, so you did hit that notification bell, Miss Amanda. But we went out and did some shopping today because we're poor folk and we get food stamps. And um, uh, we were able to go out and stock up on all kinds of food. All kinds of food. $200+ worth of food. And I don't have it all put up yet. As you can see, I got a pile of dry stuff over there. But after we go shopping, we I got the grill heating up out there. So every so often I have to go out and check it. But we got, so this is kind of a after shopping show off and stuff like that to show things that we get and how we organize it and how we do it. Well, some people don't understand, why in my description that I show my PayPal and ask for, if anybody wants to donate and help out and during my videos, and then I go out and get steaks and stuff. But today's a special thing, and we got it with food stamps, and we were able to get everything else we needed for food. But I do ask for donations because there's so much else in this house that needs done, and we just don't have the money for, and it helps with bills and everything. I don't get very many donations. It's a rare thing, but things happen. Yeah, I mean, some people just, they don't understand. And Miss Ashley, my wife, she starts work tomorrow, so we had to go out and spend a little bit of money on shoes and pants for her. I've actually thought of that, so I may end up doing that one of these days. I just haven't been able to get that done. She lost yours? It's got to be somewhere. But I wanted to show kind of how we. Howdy, Bobby. Nice to see you. Good afternoon. Good evening. Actually, it is evening. It's after 5. So, we did some shopping today. We do get food stamps, so once a month we go out and we fill up on all kinds of stuff. We got a bunch of dry goods and a whole bunch of meat. We like to stock up on meat. And I know this isn't necessarily a cooking chat because I'm going to be barbecuing, but today's my birthday, and I'm going to be cooking steaks and moving you guys in and out and in and out. It's just, it gets, so, um, yeah. So we go out and we get lots of bulk foods. Hi, Hazel. Um, we go out and our Walmart doesn't. Oh, thank you, Hazel. Um, we go out and get a bunch of bulk stuff, and we go to Walmart because it is cheap. All these here is renovating and remodeling, and it's a cluster in there right now. It really, really is. So until they get done, which will be by next time, we're able to go shopping again like this, we'll go there. But we were able to get everything we needed, everything that was on our list, and we still have a few dollars left over. So we did really good. And um, that's that stuff is just a very small, small, small portion of the dry goods we got. We got potatoes, bread, milk, everything that we needed for dry goods, and we got a whole bunch of meat. Um, oh, thank you, Katie. What do you do at Walmart? But we go and we buy these big packages of chicken thighs. Okay, they're cheap. It's $1.99 a pound for chicken thighs. And this is one reason I advocate using chicken thighs instead of breasts and everything else, because chicken thighs are very versatile, um, and they're very, very tender, juicy, and you can use them in anything you can use breasts on, things like that. So if you like very juicy, good meat, this is just as good. So it's probably Amanda. We also we're big fans of pork steak. And pork steak, I know a lot of you know what pork steak is. Oh, that's cool. Um, and we go and we buy. This was the last package they had, and we buy a large package because a package like this will feed us twice. There's 5 steaks in here. I'll cut one in half, and what I do is we buy freezer bags, and I portion them up according to how much we'll eat. So I got not only one package of chicken thighs, but we use chicken a lot because it's really healthy. It's really high in protein, low in fat, and really high in antioxidants and stuff. So Walmart brand, basically, chicken thighs, another package. So we have about 10 pounds of chicken. Good deal, and that only costs $20. Another 6 pounds, well, 5 3/4 pounds of pork steaks. And it's always wise, if you have the money and ability. Amanda, you're gonna laugh at this, but my big tube of meat. Literally, I mean, I'm not being gross or anything. The 10 pound tube of meat, ground beef. It's the 7327. It's really, yes, I know. Um, so this is 25 pounds of meat right here. Yeah, this is 10 pounds.
She said, Nate, I hate you.
Well, I love you, Amanda.
Can I have your lighter?
Grandma's so happy. 99 cents a pound. That's really cheap. Andrew, go out on the back porch on my barbecue table. There's should be the lighter out there. Chicken quarters for 99 cents a pound. Well, chicken quarters, are they boneless, skinless? The chicken thighs I get, they're $1.99, 95% of the time. And they're boneless, skinless. I don't like to take the time, a lot of times, to sit then debone and deskin. And if we're going to have fried chicken, yeah, I'll get bone in and I'll get a bunch of other cuts and stuff. But for the sake of comparing it to using for general cooking, um, it perfectly fine to spend a little bit of extra money to save yourself some time and hassle and stuff. Uh, but I got 10 pounds of ground hamburger or ground beef. Um, and it's really, really convenient to do it this way. Yeah, boneless, skinless chicken thighs, um, and they're really good quality. I haven't had an issue. Uh, Generally, when you cook chicken, if you buy the really cheap stuff, they fill it full of a bunch of fillers and stuff like that, and it ends up while you cook it shrinking. So that's why I don't get the frozen in the bags because they put solution in it and all kinds of stuff. I like to get the fresh, package it myself, and I know I'm gonna all have to do is pull out a baggie of meat, thaw it out, and the way I thaw it out, real quick and easy, takes at most half an hour. Uh, is in a warm sink of water. Well, cool, but and a lot of people are kind of against that, but really, for food safety, if you leave it out for raw meat, uh, and it gets above 40 for a maximum of 2 hours. If it's less than 2 hours, you're still safe. You can still cook it, eat it, it's fine. But you're only taking 30 minutes to thaw it out, and you cook it within the next 15, and bam, you're done. It's 45 minutes. You have it eaten within the next hour. So that's not a food safety issue or anything like that. So I've done that for a long time, never ever had any issues, and a lot of people actually condone the use of that because it's um, it's a really quick and easy way to do it. I just Yeah, Tyson pre-made stuff, but that gets so expensive.
Andrew.
I mean, compared to buying a package like this for $2.99 a pound, if you buy Tyson pre-made, all you do is toss it in the microwave stuff. You don't know what you're putting in your body with all of the additives and preservatives and stuff like that that um, you end up getting in those, but uh, you are paying so much more just for the name. And we were doing a lot of comparison shopping while we're out, um, getting all this food, and we always do because, I mean, I add everything up, um, and it just for a perfect example. I will give you a perfect example if I can find it. Uh, no, I know that. Okay. We really like shells and cheese for a side. This was this is Great Value brand premium shells and cheese. And I'm not advertising certain brand or anything. I could go to any store and get the off brand. If you look at the ingredient list on this, I have compared many name brand to off brand or store brand, and ingredients are almost exact to the ingredient. Um, this is $3 cheaper than the Kraft brand. You're paying $3 more for the name Kraft, and I don't see the point in doing that when you can save so much more money and have a lot left over. I mean, and when you're on a budget, when you're trying to figure things out and save money in the end, it's I mean, it's a no-brainer. And I understand some people's situation, but one thing that you could do, prepare a lot ahead of time. Um, you could prepare a bunch of meals ahead of time, put them in containers or Ziploc bags, and thaw it out or cook it, put it in the microwave, whatever you wanted to do, and it's ready to go. It's like one day that you're off, sit and cook up a bunch of chicken, a bunch of hamburger, things like that. Seal it, or even prepare meals. Seal them. 80 to 90% of every meal that you make can be uh, frozen or put in the fridge. Like if you're going to eat it the next day, there's no point in putting it in the freezer. But you do that, and bam, you got your meal ready to go. It was cheap, it was easy, it's all done. You're eating within 20 minutes. You're done, and you're off on the go. Well, hi Trenton. Nice to see you again. Sorry, bud. I've been talking and chatting with my with a bunch of other subscribers. So everybody, say hello to Trenton, please. Trenton is actually got to meet him today. He is, what are you, 11? He is in my son's class, and he's a good friend of my son. So if you want to say hi, you can. I was encourage everybody to get to know everybody else. Oh, 12. Okay, okay. Okay, so this 10 pounds of hamburger. It's been really hard to figure how much needs to go for each meal a lot of times because of Ashley's weight loss surgery. It's been drastically reduced, and some days she can eat a little more than other days. But on a general rule, what I used to do is cook 2 pounds of hamburger. So I've been trying to do a pound and a half because it does reduce when it cooks because it is a higher fat content. But um, just for sake of storage, I'm going to do 2 pounds. That way I'm going to end up with 5. And I don't know if everybody knows this. Actually, Ashley just had her surgery. It was 7 months ago as well. Well, she's going on 8th. No, this is her 8th. It was August of last year. So they're right along together with each other. Okay, so when you get hamburger in these tubes, not everybody knows this, but if you look on the package and you look along the seam, the back seam, you can measure out how much. I mean, these are approximate, but each line, like from here to the end, is a pound. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they're off, but it's not always off. So what I do is if I have guesses or questions or think it might be off. Where is it? I just reorganized my kitchen and I don't know where I put my scale. Oh, there it is. Found ya. I use a kitchen scale. And what that does is it allows me to really get each portion the exact same size. That way I know when I go and pull out a pound or 2 pounds of hamburger or chicken or whatever. The chicken I don't weigh, I use per thigh, but it really helps me to know that I have 2 pounds in this package, or a pound and a half in this package. So that's how I do it that way.
Can you pause for a second?
Hold on just a second, guys. be careful. Are you sure about that? I mean, watching it may watching it, see if it's still working. It may be maybe just something calling. Okay, I apologize about that, guys. So that's how I do this, and in order to not cross contaminate, I simply cover my scale because I am big about food safety. Well, I haven't really done this before, but I figured I would. Because I've seen a lot of people do grocery hauls and stuff like that. So I figured, why not? I mean, people see me cook all the time, but they don't understand, what goes behind how I cook, how I do a lot of things. And this here are the steaks that I'm cooking for dinner tonight. I never buy the white package. If you go to Walmart, they have a white and black. What I do is I like the thicker steaks. The thicker steaks are so much better. They're easier to cook compared to the thin steaks, and they're actually cheap. So I mean, for steaks, for a beef, a really good beef steak, it's pretty cheap. Yeah, Ashley was along for the ride, literally, today. We went through, we made a list. We stuck to the list, which I don't want to put this the wrong way, but surprised me. We only got a couple things off the list. It's always good to make a list before we go. Okay, so like I said, okay, I'm going to show you guys. I have, these aren't even close with how I measured it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a guess, put a line there, one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to be way off, but yeah, oh well. And I like to open my bags up because the bags are sealed. And once you have all that blood and gunk and stuff on your hands, you don't want to sit there and fiddle with opening a bag and getting goo everywhere. So this is a good preamble. Make sure you're prepared for everything. Yes, shopping without a list can be very dangerous. If you go in there we always go to Walmart and spend a lot more than what we should, always. So I'm just going to cut it, and I'm going to sanitize my whole countertop after I'm done. I always do. So, and one thing I do to get an accurate measurement, I always take the packaging off. One thing you have to take into account when you shop and you're weighing things and stuff like that, if it's in a package, like those steaks, they say it's a certain weight. It's actually a little less. It looks like my battery in my scale is dying. Yeah. Ugh.
Eyeball it.
41. See, I was way over on that one. A pound is 16 ounces, so 2 pounds is 32 ounces. Just right there. And as long as I'm like within a couple ounces or ounce, these tubes are pretty accurate with. I mean, I weighed out. Yeah, clearance is Ashley's passion. I mean, I don't mind clearance, but if I don't have the money, I have other things to buy, and I try to steer clear of clearance because it always throws me off. But we had to also get, like I said in the beginning, Ashley some shoes and some pants, and so we did some shopping. She starts her job tomorrow, her new job tomorrow, so uh, she had to get some stuff for that. Probably gonna be way too much again. Oh, actually, I try to keep everything. Well, we're doing really good. I'm waiting on my grill to get to where it needs to be. Come on. And then once I get that, then I'm going to go out and start the steaks. I mean, I'll probably take you guys out with me to do the steaks. If you guys want to keep chit-chatting, I don't mind. Show you how I do New York strips. I've cooked ribeyes and I've cooked ribs and stuff like that, but I haven't done New York strips yet. I put off doing the dry goods stuff because it's getting late. I had to start the grill. I'll get that put away after a little bit, but I needed to start the grill and I needed to get these put in the freezer. We had a good day today. Like I said, I met Trenton today, and Trenton's a friend of Andrew's. He's in his class at school. They had a get together for the parents and grandparents at the school of the students, and it was basically have lunch with them. So you go in and you could have brought your kid lunch, but we didn't have time because everything we were doing today to actually go pick up food. So we ate school cafeteria food. It's been forever since that's happened. So it was decent. I mean, he's got to eat it every day, so why not try what he has every so often, you know? Come on, I gotta get a new battery. Oh, just about there. I've gotten pretty good with seeing my proportions and stuff. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. 3, one more. So this would be cut in half pretty much. What's that? So what has everybody else done today? Anybody do anything exciting? It's actually a pretty nice day out today here. It's cloudy, but it's like, I don't know, almost mid 50s, I'd say. So it's been a nice day to be outside and a nice day to grill. Just a little bit more. Well, not that much, but. Perfect. But still tastes bad. Yeah. Oh, where are you from? Grandma Sweet, so happy. And this last bit, again, I'm weighing all of this out, and I guarantee you this will be extremely close to 32 ounces. What's that?
Minnesota.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can imagine you still have snow. We aren't experiencing it here where we live, but there's a lot of flooding down this way. Yeah, don't encourage this. What is it that we're trying to encourage here?
Hazel painted the table, the chairs, and herself today. And she's on the TV watching you.
31.6 ounces. Each one of these was within an ounce of being 32. I had to do it real quick because my battery and my scale's dying. So I got really close. I mean, that is a quarter of it. No, that is a third of an ounce away from being exactly 2 pounds in each bag. And I'll show you how. I just need to get these zipped up and put in the fridge for a minute but you'll see what I do is I take this, and actually I'll just toss these and later I'll flatten them out. What I do is I flatten them out and I push all the air out, and the hamburger actually comes up to here and it's flat. Gets all the air out, and that way they're freezer safe. They're pretty much vacuum sealed at that point, and it can stay in the freezer for quite a long time. So I have to get these in the fridge. An entire thing? Oh, wow. Damn, Amanda. Okay. So that was my ground beef. Andrew, can I get you to get me the Lysol wipes, please?
Michael.
Andrew, Lysol wipes, please. I need them. So, for those of you that don't know, that haven't been on my live stream before, I know there might be a couple of you guys. Amanda, who's in chat, is currently pregnant, and she is, for no better way to say it, having a baby for us. She's not technically surrogate, we're adopting it as soon as it's born, but so she's having our baby. Now, just a quick, I want to let everybody know who you were. So she's like a sister to us, and she'd be I like her treated in chat just like I like me and Ashley treated. So just letting you guys know who she is. Oh, Amanda, see these? Mm. I rub my meat. I'm rubbing the meat. Okay, where did I put the other? Okay, so pork steaks. Setting to the side. I'm going to do the chicken. The hatred is strong. I can't, sweetheart. My hands. So 1, 2. I count how many thighs there are in each package. There's 20 to 21 packages, thighs in each package. So let me actually. There we go. You guys can kind of somewhat see my face now. Not that you want to. I know you're going to say something about that, Amanda. But 20, 21 thighs. We love chicken, so I like to do 6 thighs per meal, and that will give me 6 to 7 meals. 6 to 7 meals. Okay, Katie, you have a good night, okay? Thanks for joining with us. So I basically do the same thing that I do with the chicken, that I do with the hamburger. Package it up per meal. That way all I have to do is pull one out. I don't have to waste anything.
Amanda says, do the face, please. Cross your legs.
Can't see my legs crossed, but they are. So I've got 6 packages out. And ready? They are somewhat frozen, so you gotta kind of peel them apart pretty easily. And 1, 2, 3. Looks like 6 in here to me. That is a meal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we've done somewhat of a pre-menu. I know one night we're going to have Amanda over for enchiladas. I've planned for that. I forgot the green chilies, but that can be gotten anytime.
Nani or whatever.
Huh?
And then nani or whatever.
So I'm going to put 8 in this one. I don't think we're the ones that need sleep. Oh, you need sleep. Okay. I didn't see the I in there. You ain't yeah, just like Ashley said, you ain't waddling yet. You're tiny still. Stay up till 4 a.m.
Badger talking to you.
What's that?
Badger.
Yes, we're in the U.S. If you've ever heard of Missouri, we're in Missouri, out by close to St. Louis. So right now it is just after 6 o'clock in the afternoon, or in the evening, I should say. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to have to do another package of 8. We'll figure something out to do with all the chicken. Because I don't want to put 2. She painted herself again. Take the paints from her and get them out of her reach. It's that easy, sis. Okay. That easy. That quick. Chicken's done.
Give her Play-Doh.
Give her Play-Doh or something. As long as you don't mind cleaning her up and getting soaking wet again. She messaged or videoed with us last night and was giving her daughter a shower, and she ended up, her daughter's 2. Hazel is the one she's talking about. And she was soaking wet from head to toe. Okay, so chicken is done. I will, what I do is I actually mark these, that way I know what date and how many pieces are in each. I do that with the hamburger as well. I don't have time to do that. I got to get this done and get out and get the steaks on because my girl's going. That is 6 meals just worth in chicken for $10. And I put them. I have different shelves in my freezer. I have a big long freezer. So that gives a lot of opportunity to separate each type of meat out. I put chicken in one. I put beef in another one. You know, little bins. There's bins in there. So now I need 2 bags because I have pork steaks, and that's all I have left. Do it. I bet you won't. So me and Andrew each eat a full pork steak. By what I counted when this was done, or when I picked this up, sorry. This is 5.76 pounds of pork steaks for $11.17. A little bit more expensive. It's $1.94 a pound. Then you know, for meal wise for the pork steaks, but it's worth it. Oh, there is actually 6 in here. Awesome. I don't have to cut one. I thought there was only 5. Sometimes because they stuff these things in here so tight because they want to get it all in a package. When I package meats, I try to get them. Hey, Freaky Geek, nice to see ya. Long time no see. I try to get them flat in the package as possible because that allows me to take out more air, which again allows me to store them longer because air oxidizes with the meat and in turn causes it to go bad. So I will pick out, you know, the smallest pork steak per package and give that to Ashley. And the rest is up for grabs between me and Andrew. Like, well, that one's not too small. So all of these ones are pretty decent size. So, and because this is 6 pounds, there's 6 pork steaks. They're roughly a pound a piece. So, 2 nights worth of pork steaks. So, I've got 5 nights worth of hamburger, 6 nights worth of chicken, 2 nights worth of pork steaks. Tonight is steak, actual beef steaks. We've got also we got bacon, sausage, other miscellaneous meats for different nights. So we've got a full, and this is probably, I mean, we'll have leftover nights. We'll have nights that we don't eat at home. It's not that often, maybe once or twice at the most a month. But that's pretty much right there a full month or 3 weeks.
Hazel's saying hi to you. Maybe set up the next say hi back. That is rude. You're in trouble.
Hi, Hazel. Hi, sweetie. So that is at least a full 3 weeks right there. We may have to get something to supplement here and there, but not much. I still have lots to put away in the kitchen. Oh, you wanted manicotti, Amanda, but essentially the same thing. How's stuffed shells? Is that going to be okay? And we didn't spend all that much time. We were home. We went to the store, did some other shopping around, had to get a couple other things. No, jumbo pasta shells, freaky. Our sister Amanda, who's in chat. And these are Lysol wipes. It's antibacterial. So that way you guys know how easy it is just to wipe the cutting board down. They have a little scrubbing side. These are amazing wipes. I love these. I try to get them as much as possible, and they sanitize everything. So yeah, you fill them with the same stuff. It's just shaped different. That's all. And not as much pasta as a manicotti shell is. So actually we'd be able to eat more. But not like you could really eat any anyway. Okay. Oh, one thing I did get that I wanted to show you guys about. Okay. I use olive oil a lot in my cooking. And not everybody knows about olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is actually the best to cook with. It has a a high smoke point, and it adds a lot of flavor to foods. So, this was actually pretty cheap in comparison to some of the other olive oils. It's actually one of the cheaper ones, actually pretty much tied with the cheapest one that I'd buy. If you buy olive oil at the store, and you want to cook with it and use it to flavor salads and stuff. I made a mistake last time I bought olive oil, and I bought it at Aldi's, and I bought kind of a cheaper one, and this permanent, it says it's packaged or cold pressed olive oil from Italy, Spain, Tunisia, Turkey, and Argentina. Pretty wide variety. You have a lot of different flavors in this, but if anybody knows about olive oil, what's wrong with this? What is wrong with this olive oil? Anybody know? What is wrong with this olive oil? No. The thing that's wrong with this olive oil. Well, howdy, Jamie. Good evening to you. No, olive oil. It's pure olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. What is wrong with this? Okay. I'll tell you. For those of you that like to use olive oil in your cooking, it can taste a lot better if you buy it in a bottle like this. No, it's not empty. There's still a quarter of a bottle in there. What's wrong with it is this is a clear bottle in plastic. Okay. Plastic does leach some chemicals into it, but I'm not that worried about it. It leaches more into water because of the viscosity of the oil. It doesn't take in as many chemicals as, say, water does. But you want it in a dark colored bottle. That's how you want to buy olive oil. You don't want to ever buy olive oil in a clear bottle because olive oil breaks down with light. So if you buy it in a bottle like this, it doesn't even have like an expiration. Wait, it does. April 29th of 2020. Because of the bottle it's in, take 6 months off that. But this was the same price as the cheaper stuff at Walmart. And let's see. First cold press. Produced in Tunisia, which is a Mediterranean company or country. Sorry. So I wanted to give you guys. I like to cook with olive oil. It gives a lot of good flavor to foods. And it has a very high smoke point. So if you need a good hot pan, say you're cooking steaks inside, and you need to put oil in it. Don't use vegetable oil, canola oil, peanut oil, things like that. The smoke point isn't as high as it is with olive oil. Olive oil also has a lot of antioxidants and all kinds of stuff. So it's just a lot better to cook with. So I need to get these steaks on. I want to take you guys out with me. Give me just a second. Andrew, while I'm out back, I need you to take the trash out, please. Okay, these are the New York strip steaks. A nice thick steak. It has a nice little fat cap right there, which you want to leave on. You don't want to cut that off. If you get it really, really hot and leave it, yeah, it'll smoke and it'll burn. But it has a much higher smoke point than a lot of other oils do. It's just too expensive to put a whole gallon of olive oil in in a fryer or something like that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to fry fried foods in olive oil. It just won't taste right. But when you're looking at a steak, you want to look for marbleization, which is the little fatty lines that go through it. And these, I go through all the packages. I don't care if somebody's waiting. I go through all of them and look to see which ones look best. Nice fat cap again. Good marbleization. Good coloring.
Brendan said hi, Bug. Buggy. Michael. Trenton said hi.
This side's got a little bit more fat content. But this side does have good marbleization, good fat cap on it. And these are all really nice and thick. They're 1.5 inch steaks. And no marble cheese. No marble cheese. I'm gonna use this as my towel because I can't find my other one at the moment. Yes, don't mind if you see it, my trash can. He's getting ready to take it out right now. Yeah. All I do when I season steaks, a good steak doesn't need seasoning. Salt. You can put a nice amount of salt on a steak. It won't really ruin it. I mean, it won't make it too salty because it'll just sear when you first put it on the grill. And it's understandable, Freaky. And cracked black pepper. I don't use much. Press it down on there. Turn it over. Cracked black pepper. Not when they're boring. Is my channel boring? Okay. Another thing that I use, and I'll show you guys, but butter is a key ingredient on these kind of steaks as well. So that's patted down. That's nice. Those look good. Oh, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. So, my grilling tongs. Give me just a minute, guys. I will come right back and get you. I only have 2 hands.
The pilots need to know how to hand fly here, take it away from the computer, and fly it by hand in emergency. Some experts say the president could be undermining the public's trust in air travel, while others insist Boeing is ultimately responsible for the crash, and they need to restore public confidence sooner rather than later. They're missing out on an opportunity.
Says he likes your video.
Oh, okay. Thank you for liking my video, Trenton. It's very much appreciated. I try to make things interesting. Yeah, but that's one thing that I like about videos and the way I do it is I'm always, say hi to Ashley in the background. I always try to do something a little bit different, a little bit interesting, and really make things so that they're not boring. I hate a boring video. I don't know why, but sorry about moving around so much, guys. But what it takes moving a tripod with you guys on it and having to do this all by myself. Okay, so my steaks are over there on my table. I love that table. I haven't been out here since the last time real much because it's been too cold or something like that. But I'm going to be coming out here. I'm going to be cleaning up my yard, my deck, and all that stuff because Saturday we have family coming over to visit, and they've never been over here, and we want to make a slightly good impression. Not really, but I mean, that's my... Anyway. Oh, you missed my my new apron, Freaky Geek. You have to watch my video from last time. You'll see how strong I really am. So right now, all I'm doing, you know, I love this grill. I've had this grill 2.5 years now. I want to take it away from the wood a little bit, but it's treated. It's not going to catch fire unless flame is hit to it for a long time. Okay, nice and clean. Okay. So again, and out here I don't have my tablet, so you guys I can't really see comments unless I'm looking at it when it shows up. That way you guys know. So grill is extremely hot, and that's what I want. Sweetheart, can you do me a big favor and get me a half a stick of real butter? Bring it out here to me. Just cut a stick in half and bring it out to me. Just a half a stick. Okay, so I missed it. So the way I do these is I place all of them in the same direction. That way I know when I flip them and turn them, I'm turning them all equally. There we go. Well, if you're rich, why don't you share your wealth a little bit? I wish I was rich. You know how big our yard is, Amanda? Yeah, you've never been on our back porch. On our back deck back here. Yeah, Yeah. Next time you're here, you gotta come out. Amanda was saying she doesn't know how big our yard really is.
It's pretty good size.
Yeah, I mean, we got... all the way over there to where that electric box is. We got all the way... See where that electric box is? That green one right there goes all the way that way. And you're going to see my messy back deck that I got to clean up. It's all the way that way. And then you've seen the front. You know how big that is. So I wouldn't say that... Well, anybody that's not rich is poor, right? There's no actual middle class these days. So yeah, I'm poor. My PayPal's in the description if you want to share your wealth a little bit. I mean, if you got money, you got credit cards, and you can afford to send a little bit. Okay, I mean, if you're happy with that big of a yard, that's fine. Okay, so... I don't really see it as rude if they want to come on and just chat and. No, it's not a competition. Oh, look how good those are looking already, guys. Oh, well, if you're rich, I'd even be fine with $500 right now. That's not much, That's enough to get some things I need, pay off a bill or two, and have a few dollars left over to, uh, to go out to eat one night this week or something. It is my birthday, seriously. So it could be a birthday present from a rich person to a poor person. I mean, you can see I'm not living in a house. I do have a mobile home, and it is owned, but still, it's not a house. It's not. So yeah, I guess I could technically be considered poor. Oh well, thank you very very much. Yeah, I do a lot to try to keep things nice. I mean, you can ask Amanda; she's been over here a lot. Um, uh, she knows how we're always trying to keep things clean and organized and stuff like that. Um, like I said, my PayPal is in the description. It's a really easy way if you want to help out and if you are serious about it. But my personal PayPal link is in the description. It's all legit, everything like that. It's just a link that every uh, PayPal gives everybody. That way, it's a direct donation. But yeah, I mean, we're comfortable here. I've got a lot of improvements I still have to make to the house. Some flooring I have to um, replace in order to, be ready, absolutely ready for the baby. Um, okay, so when I turn these, yeah, happy early birthday to you, Bobby. Sorry, I didn't. Um, when I turn these, I lay them down. That's how I do it. Let it cook for about a minute and a half. Because we like the medium well. Sorry, medium rare. Um, that's actually the best to get the most flavor and stuff out of a steak. The best way to cook it. Some people like medium, but medium rare is uh, literally more flavorful. Um, but I lay them out, let them cook for about a minute and a half. Um, Flip them directly 90 degrees, or sorry, 180 degrees over. And then I rotate them to this direction. It just all depends on their individual tastes. I mean, you can be rich, and I mean, if you watch Gordon Ramsay, he's a multi-billion. I think he's a billionaire at this point. He loves his stuff, steaks and stuff, medium rare all the time. And it's not that you're eating blood; all the blood has literally been drained out. What you're eating um, is the meat produces a protein, an enzyme that is the juices that gets into the juices, and it's not, like I said, it's not blood. It's this protein and enzyme that go into the juices that turn it the red color. When you cook it long enough, when you cook it too long, all that protein and enzyme ends up running out. So that's why your steak runs clear. Some more food knowledge for you guys. Oh, well, see, Denisa, um, that's the thing. I don't look at body type, and I look at how I feel towards somebody. Ashley is uh, an amazing woman. I couldn't see about being with anybody else ever. So I would greatly appreciate if you don't talk about her like that because that is very rude. And, you know, I don't need somebody's money if they're going to talk to about my wife like that. So you can take your richness um, and say bye bye. Because I don't need somebody's money that's going to be like that. They're going to be uh, rude and um, degrading like that, especially to my wife, because that's just uncalled for. Yeah, a little bit longer. Well, nope, that looks good. Feels good. Guys, see the hash? Oh, sorry about that, guys. Not tight enough. No, I did. See the cross hatches on that? That's how I like a good steak. Um, a good steak is done to your likeness, depending on how firm it is when you push on it with your fingers. And these will continue to cook for another 1 or 2 minutes, sitting here and resting. Yeah, it's true. Some people do have no life and have nothing better to do than degrade people and just be trolls. Okay, so this is real butter. And what I do with this, guys, I don't have a knife on me, but my fingers work. I take a nice solid chunk of real butter, and over each steak, just leave it. Rub it all on the outside, nice and melty. That's probably half a stick was a bit too much, but it's not a big deal. Mm, so good. I turn it over. You don't want to cut into these for a few minutes because, like I said, they will continue to cook, and you want those proteins in that meat to relax. That will be nice and tender. Okay. So, mm, nice buttery fingers. And the gloves come off because I am done. Oh yeah, this grill smell and the steak smell is just so good. Um, if I had a cast iron skillet, I would actually cook my steaks in a cast iron skillet if it was too cold or rainy or something I didn't want to come out and grill. Cast iron skillet steaks are amazing. Um, little trick though to those is when you put bacon greens, but Little trick when you're cooking them in a cast iron skillet is you take some fresh rosemary or thyme, and as the steak is cooking, you put butter in it and just a whole sprig of fresh rosemary and thyme, and the flavor will meld in with the steak, and oh, so good, guys. But tonight, I've been on for quite a while. I appreciate it. I have to go in. I have to get side cooked. I don't know what I'm going to fix yet. While these are resting, it's going to just take a few minutes, and then I'm going to get to eating. I've still got a bunch of stuff I've got to get done um, inside. So I'm just going to leave you guys with seeing that gooey butter melting on top, and they're really, really good. I can, they're nice and hot, and so good. So, guys, for now, I'm going to get going. Again, can't leave you with a bite tonight because I got other stuff to do. But if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. If you want to see a meal or something prepared that you haven't ever seen, that you're curious about, either send me an email, which is in the description, or leave a comment on the video afterwards telling me what you'd like to see. I don't like cooking out of boxes unless I have to, like Hamburger Helper and stuff like that. I don't do it. I like to cook things from scratch. Those of you that have been on my channel for a little while, you guys know that. I cook yummy things like this to show you how things are done, how they should be done, and how they can taste just like when you go to a restaurant without all the expensive price and stuff. And I do it from start to finish. So that's why my live streams are so long. That's why I like doing live streams compared to regular videos, because these take forever, and I don't have the personalization with everybody that I love coming in here and chatting with you guys. If you're rich, share the wealth. My PayPal's in the description. Even if you're not rich and you just have a few pennies you could spare, I'm always looking for every dime, penny, nickel, quarter that I can find to try to scrape together to make sure everything in this trailer is fixed up the way it needs to be. Been working on it for a year, trying to get things done still, and it's just a long process. Every penny helps with food costs, with fixing the house up and everything. So any penny or anything like that you guys have and you could spare, if it's not going to hurt you at all or anything like that, yes, I am asking for donations if you can. It's not a big deal if you can't. You can still watch my videos. Still love you guys. And time for my birthday dinner.